Everything you seek is seeking you. What it do? Fire family, welcome back to the temple. It's Mr. Meyer with the fire. Here to take the collective vibe higher. And this is a reading for the liminal space between the full moon in Aquarius and the new moon in Virgo. And we're gonna start doing these a little bit more often to keep in sync with time and open ourselves to the divine. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Do consider leaving a like. Do consider subscribing if you're new. I welcome you to the fire family. It's a good day. It's a beautiful Leo season. And I feel good because I've been eating well, sleeping well, doing the right exercises, and talking to myself like a god. So we're gonna jump into the tarot in a second and the oracle deck. I just ask you to take some nice deep breaths and get in the spirit of magic with me. Blessed be. The virtue of the moon is trust. And what that means is, remember, don't forget, you are in the right place at the right time right now. All is well in your world, fire family. So this reading, we are going to use the astrology dice. We're going to use the Oracle of Ascendance, and then we're also going to use Old Reliable, the regular Rider-Waite-Smith. So let's get into it. Basically, we're in between full moon and new moon. We had a deep release on, I should have pulled the dates. They're going to be listed down below in the description. Last Saturday was our full moon in Aquarius, and this was really about breaking free from everything that holds you back from authenticity. So we have Jupiter's energy. This is abundance, this is luck, prosperity, and this is about your spiritual birthright. Simplification is key when it comes to Virgo. You may really want things to be super complicated and overbuilt. Let's not do that. I need you to focus on your priorities and be simple. It says Mercury and Virgo in the 10th house. So set some goals on a routine basis. Get in the habit of setting goals. On my soul, I'm telling you guys, if there's no target, there's no shooting. You hear me? Why would you shoot if there were no targets? Consider the vibrations raised, man. You gotta have an objective. You gotta have a goal. Because if I'm gonna ask you what you want in life and you say nothing, congratulations, you're gonna be nothing. This is the Queen of Swords in reverse, the first card. And this is saying to get out of your way. Stop talking down on yourself. I promise you'll be successful if you just adopt the right self-talk and the right habits. Okay? And I can already hear the question. What's the right self-talk? What are the right habits? It really depends, because my life is different than yours. You know, we have different versions of success, and that's the truth. Okay? So where we start is not talking down on you, honoring your temple of body, mind, and spirit. We got 18 wands, fire family. That's a lot of wands. And we'll start past, present, future. So here's the past, and this is telling me that a lot of us have learned to talk down on ourselves. A lot of us have had the experience of standing in our power and being persecuted for it. When you show up with confidence, when you show up with certainty, people may just look at you with the side eye and judge you. And if you are not firm in your own well-being and your own autonomy, in other words, you're seeking approval for other people, you might actually take yourself out of your center and start asking the wrong questions, like, what's wrong with me? And let me tell you guys, your mind is a computer. So when you start asking questions, your mind will start to seek the answer. So the bane of human existence is not asking the right questions. Consider the vibrations raised. You start asking yourself, what's wrong with me? Your brain comes with a list of answers. You're too fat, you're too thin, you're too stupid, you're too smart, you're not, etc. It's all bullshit, fam. It's all this glitch, corrupt data in your mind. You could start with a meditation practice. If you haven't already adopted that habit, start there. Because I'm almost certain I'm not the first one who's told you that message to meditate. It's a high leverage activity. And it's very innocuous because when you look at it from the outside looking in, you think, what's the point of meditating? Why would I sit down, shut up, and just do nothing when I could do something? That's the wrong frame of mind. It's not nothing. It's actually very powerful. I mean, bear in mind, you create the world from within, so without. So why are we neglecting our inner self? The word is distraction. We got the King of Pentacles in the very middle. And this is telling me, fam, this is going to be a beautiful cycle. And you're already rich, so you better affirm it. You think, and therefore you are. I am rich. I get paid to exist. The universe provides me with infinite abundance. And for that, I'm so grateful. The Queen of Swords in reverse is telling me we also need to do better in thinking better than we feel. Not letting negative emotions turn into a negative narrative. You could feel fucked up and depressed or sluggish, lethargic, and in a state of inner conflict, but when you remember that you are the narrator, you can pull yourself out of any circumstance through perception, perspective. The King of Pentacles is telling me that you're going to make a financial breakthrough in this month. Some of us have already realized how rich we are. Riches exist in the mind before they become physical. This Queen of Swords in reverse, next to the 8 of Wands and the 10 of Wands, is telling me that a lot of us have been conditioned to hustle and work our tails off and put in so much effort for so little rewards, and that's done. The worth really is in the work, so there's nothing wrong with putting forth good effort, but you have to put it into good vehicles. I could put it like this: you're on the right track, you're on the right path, but are you in the right vehicle? Something to think about. The King of Pentacles is telling you that worry is wasted energy. You hear me? Worry is wasted energy, so we're leaving that shit alone. We've got the 10, okay, so let me say not the 10, it's 10th house, Mercury, Virgo. And what it's saying, Fire Family, is you can't improve what you're not measuring. So lock in, pay attention to what you're doing. This is the crossroads, the 2 of Swords in reverse, and this is saying you're being asked to make a decision, to cut off an option, to cut off a road. It's a crossroads card, but it's really not a crossroads scenario. While you might be sitting between 2 options, it's very clear which way you want to go. It's very clear because your inner guidance is leading you to that. It's like, do you want more or do you want less life? Don't overthink it, fam. Don't overthink it. Your inner guidance is loud. It speaks clearly to you. We've got the 7 of Pentacles also telling you that the planting season is different than the harvest season. You're not going to reap the fruit the same season you plant the seed, so be patient. And trusting your inner guidance is beautiful, but it's not always easy because the very logic and merit of trusting your inner guidance means you're looking to yourself for confirmation. And if you are not in the habit of reassuring yourself and reaffirming yourself and giving yourself support, you may start to let the doubt sink in and get to your heart. You're on your way, Temperance energy. This is telling me that you don't need to compare yourself to anybody. And beyond need, you actually need not compare yourself to anybody because it's your life. There's a line between being inspired by others and then trying to be somebody that you're not, okay? Reach for the best inside of you and slow down. Slow down. I'm getting the message, nothing happens in desperation. Somebody needs to work on breath work. That person was me, but I'm guaranteeing it's a lot of people listening, working on breath work. Too many people are holding their breath for no reason because they're stressed. And a lot of this comes from a limited belief or this distorted perception of self or life, thinking that I don't have time to breathe. Let that go too. You got all the time that you need to achieve everything you desire. This is the optical illusion. It's like if you want to live a beautiful, rich life, you have to live it right now. You have to get over the illusion of scarcity. And here's the thing, fam. Tighten up. I'm telling you to slow down, but tighten up. This is the road that we're working with. Release everything that doesn't serve. Enjoy the abundance that you have. It is your birthright. But having a lot doesn't mean you're going to be wasteful. The universe is going to give you a lot because you know what to do with it. And the simple truth is this, guys. If you can't do much with a little, you do not need a lot. And that's the message to receive today. The universe has already blessed you with so much. And honestly, keep up the good work. You're doing great, but tighten up. Prove that you appreciate the blessings that you've been given. It says Venus, Libra in the 3rd house. Balancing the checkbook. Organizing your fridge. Organizing your cabinets. Social inventory is also what I'm seeing. Being around people that reciprocate your energy and lift you up. You can't be the only person to pour into people and not be poured into. And I'm seeing there's the rule of thirds too, guys. And what I mean in this situation, it's not the art thing. I'm talking spend 1/3 of your time with people that are above you so you can learn from them. Spend 1/3 of the time that you have with the people on your level so you can relate with each other. And then spend 1/3 of your time with the people below you so you can teach them and bring them up. Okay? We're talking about living a balanced life. Because the Aquarius full moon is really about being comfortable in your truth and being comfortable in your community. And if you're spending time only with people that are on the same level as you, you don't learn anything from each other. If you're spending only time with people lower than you, you're just the smartest person in the room and you're learning nothing still. All right? And if you're only spending time with people above you, there's no reciprocity. Okay? And also a big part of this, so I really want y'all to follow the moon and watch it in your charts. And I should have said this at the very beginning, shoulda, coulda, woulda. My friends, there's like 9 days left of Leo season, so I am offering half price natal chart readings. If you're new to astrology and you are called to understand yourself on a deeper level, I'm gonna need you to book that reading while I've got the half price discount, unless you wanna pay full price later on, okay? I appreciate the support. Thank you guys so much. Pay attention to the lunar cycle because it is the satellite, it is the moon, it is the rhythm, okay? And there's a cycle where we will plant a seed with the new moon. It'll grow over the next 2 weeks. The full moon will help us release a different energy. And then we wane down into the next new moon. And the cycle repeats perpetually. Okay? So here we sit in between the new moon and the prior full moon. Full moon in Aquarius, we're releasing everything that holds us back from autonomy. The word for Aquarius is freedom. It's freedom, all right? And freedom also comes with responsibility. And this is the paradox that people need to really understand, is that too much freedom is chaos, but too much order is tyranny or oppression. You hear me? So you want both order and freedom. You want to sit in the fulcrum, that liminal space, that nexus point, and be the crossroad between order and chaos, so you can actually grow to your best of your ability, okay? So with this newfound freedom from the Aquarius full moon, this newfound sovereignty and autonomy, what do we do with it? Well, the Virgo moon is going to tell us, and that seed that we plant is going to really help us. And bringing in the energy of the full moon the new moon in Virgo is helping us recognize how we can serve the world, what our real gifts are. And your number one obligation is yourself, fire family. Without your health, you have nothing. This is funny. The Aquarius card came out. Clock that. You gotta pay attention to your health. If you're in health is wealth, and if you're in debt to yourself, you can't buy a motherfucking thing. Aquarius is about responsibility. I can't make this clearer enough, guys, because people think about the Uranus side of Aquarius, which is liberation and individuation and evolving yourself. But what's the point of evolving and becoming a better person if you don't give that to the world? It's like we forget as people that we're interdependent on the world, that you were the product of union to begin with. And I'm a Uranus Aquarius person. I support people being as free and unencumbered as possible, but the simple message is pay your dues. That's the message coming through for this reading. Pay your dues. That's probably going to be the title of the video. Pay your dues. Pay your dues. Clear your debt. It's like financial debt, relationship debt, spiritual debts. Pay your dues. There's no value in being in debt, being a parasite into the world. And that's cold. And Spirit's helping me be more palatable in the way that I say what I'm saying. I'm sorry for the abrasive way I communicate. It is my truth. I'm working on it. Sorry for how I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm not sorry for what I'm saying, though, okay? We got the Queen of Wands in reverse, too. 2 queens in reverse. And the first thing this tells me is that patriarchy is affecting all of us negatively. This world is so hyper masculine and divide and conquer that a lot of us are losing sight of community. We're losing sight of collaboration. And, you know, the world is a mirror. It's a reflection of how you see it. And too many of us are seeing a dog eat dog world. And the simple truth there is that we don't trust ourselves enough to be in our power to trust others. And there's a glitch in the human body, in the human nervous system. And I'm going to speak on it for a second, guys. We have the 6 of Cups right here, Tippereth, union, emotional union and harmony. You know, the human body is wired for survival, not necessarily wired for happiness. You're wired to survive, not to thrive. So fear is fundamental. And it might not be most of our favorite emotion. You know, I like horror movies as much as the next guy, but, you know, living in a state of fear, in survival mode, really makes it hard for you to be in the mode of sustainability or success or significance / contribution, right? So the funny thing is, man, again, the world is your mirror. So I know, I'm certain you've seen this before. Probably even been this person, because I know I've been this person. But pay attention to how people in the world will not live in their power, because power comes with responsibility. So follow where I'm going. Some people who disown or don't claim their power are basically walking with the herd, not really doing much questioning, but then they will see somebody in their power, and for some reason, then they want to step into their power to try to stop someone else from being powerful. I'm explaining the crab in the bucket, and I'm sure you've heard that metaphor before. If you've seen crabs inside of a bucket, there will be a lot of crabs trying to crawl out of the bucket. But what's crazy is that the crabs will pull the other crabs down. Every one of the crabs wants to be free. And Spirit says, restate that. Every one of the crabs wants to be free, to do what they want to do and be what they want to be. But that may come in different forms. Some of the crabs like the bucket. Some of them don't want to leave. So the sad truth, and you need to make love to this truth, make it happy, that some people may not like to see somebody else free, because it mirrors back to them where they are neglecting their own autonomy. And rather than accepting that they're neglecting themselves, they'd rather cast stones and persecute other people. And this is why people are afraid to step into their power. Because people literally get persecuted for being in their power, which is crazy. So the way we overcome this, number one, is stop persecuting people who are autonomous, sovereign, and conscientious for being in their power. I could put it this way. If it harms none, do what you're gonna do. Do whatever you wanna do. If someone is not harming somebody, stop casting stones at them. Period. Stop hating people that aren't hurting other people. Stop hating the players, just respect the game. The Queen of Wands is also saying we need to be more confident. You need to be more confident. We got the High Priestess, we got the Sun. Your path is golden, and what's meant for you can't miss you. So don't be so afraid of people interrupting you, because they really couldn't. And I'm telling you, some of these weak-ass crabs may try with all their might. They cannot stop you. Your inner guidance is telling you your path is golden, and you are golden. Stressing for what? Happy Leo season, man, I'm telling you. You got a lot of good things coming your way. This is a reflection of the work you've already done on yourself. All the work you've done on yourself. All the times you had to be your own cheerleader. The times when you were the only one clapping for yourself and other people were judging you and resenting you and trying to persecute or grind their teeth or just kind of monitor you and maybe give you lukewarm support and pretend they were on your side. Or you felt the doubts, you felt the resistance, and you had to learn how to stop taking this shit personally. You had to learn how to stop seeking approval from other people. And I'm seeing it's a spiraling path, so you need to stop seeking approval from other people. Check yourself, see if you're still doing it. Catch yourself while you're doing it, focus on that. We got the Page of Cups in the middle, and this is telling me that you got to create the life that you want. Remember when you started this game, when you're super excited and happy and curious about the mystery and the enigma of all of it, when things were so much less serious? It's a paradox here where Spirit is calling you to be serious enough to play the game to win, but not so serious that it stops being fun. Don't be so serious that you forget that you are on creative mode. You hear me? Because that's what it is. It's saying bring your truth to the world. Bring your creativity to the world. Stop hiding your gifts. Stop hiding yourself. I'm not telling you that you got to bear everything for the world. You're entitled to your own privacy, but like, don't be so fucking selfish to the point where you know you have a gift that helps people, but you just keep it to yourself because you're insecure. That's not cool, man. Spirit said, let him cook. We got the Five of Wands. I'm telling you, crab in the bucket. Kings and queens, crabs in the bucket. Some people are not going to like what you do. And you don't even like everybody. So why do you want everybody to like you? If you don't have enemies, you're not fighting the good fight. You hear me? Personally, I don't think it's worth contending with people. People are not your enemies. People are your family. It's the human race. But what we do contend with is willful ignorance. We contend with artificial separation. We can take issue with people's actions without taking issue with them. You hear me? We're focused on solutions, Fire Family. We got the Chariot out here, which says push forward. Be patient and push forward. The obstacle is the way. There's going to be some pain on your path, and you got to embrace that. The Knight of Wands. That's where your swag comes from. Stop wincing. Stop bracing yourself. Stop acting like a bitch. And again, you know, part of me wants to be more gentle, but it's like, this some tough love. This some Mars Cancer coming from inside of me. I love you so much, fam. I'm speaking the words I need to hear. I'm only here to empower you. My intention is very clear. It's power, it's love, it's wisdom. And you need all three to be all you can be. Consider the vibrations raised. Swag has to be in you, not on you. I see Virgo Mars in the 10th house now. Virgo Mars in the 10th house. It's telling you that you got to dominate your goals, dominate your time constraints. Change your mind, you're going to change your life. Like I said, the Virgo new moon, guys, and this is, I'm certain, going to be reflected more through the top level of the spread because we already done 2/3 of it, is really about simplicity. It's easy to assume that as you keep growing, that there needs to be more complexity, because the truth is the world is evolving into more order constantly, but consolidation is key. Consolidation is key. It's like phones. Think about it. Or like a computer. Do you guys, some of us don't remember this because, you know, it's a little before our time, but do you remember phone booths? Do you remember the rotary phone where you would have to like literally have the dial and then like turn the number 9 up to the top and then go, and then you hit 6 and then it's like boom, boom, boom. And you have this big ass box and it had a bell in it and you had to plug it into the wall. You're probably watching this on a phone right now, like a cell phone. And you could literally just go boop, 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 boop. And here's my point, gang. It's so much more complex, but it's so much simpler, so much more intuitive. So that's what Spirit's calling you to do, is simplify, streamline your life. Get excited, guys, because where you're going is going to be beautiful, sexy, pristine, and you're going to walk around like a goddess or a god. And that is your identity. Fuck anybody who says that you're not a god. They can stay in the fucking bucket. You can ascend. And they can sit in the bucket and bitch and crab and moan and just hate their fucking life. And it doesn't bother you. Just remember, man, people hating you is not going to make their life fulfilling. And if you're feeling kind and generous, you could remind them that, but I would just say let them fucking bitch and ruin their own life, because you can lead a horse to water, you can't make them drink. You can lead a horse to water, you can't make them drink. Some people have the tools, the knowledge, and the solutions to their problems, but they love to suffer. And I'm getting piped up about this because I'm passionate. And the reason a lot of these people are that way is because they suffer from a dejected and sad self-image. They perceive themselves so negatively. Cognitive dissonance is a key to life. Cognitive dissonance, read about it. Your inner and outer world are going to seek harmony. So if you feel bad about yourself on the inside, on the external side, you're going to self-sabotage. You're going to do things to make yourself feel bad. Life gets better when you feel better about yourself. We got the moon out here, gang. I cannot tell you how beautiful this life is, because I don't know if I have the words right now. It makes me just want to sing something like, oh, the goddess of the moon, draw down her love. Talk to Diana, talk to Hecate, talk to Selene. Meet them beyond the veil and recognize you meet yourself in their image. Okay? The moon is telling you that you need to know where your moon sign is. You need to know what your moon house is. You need to know what aspects your moon is making to other planets. Know the ruling planet of your moon. Study your natures. Stop trying to be like everybody else. Be like yourself. The universe doesn't make mistakes. Be more like you and be less like them. And your authenticity will attract those that are in alignment with you. We got the 8 of Cups, and this is telling you, walk away, walk away, walk away. If you guys haven't seen Xavier Renegade Angel, look it up on YouTube. It's so funny. I forget I think it might be the first episode. It's like, walk away, walk away. It's so funny. I'm telling you, you would do good to laugh a little more. Watch that show. It's so stupid. Walk away, walk away. Please watch it. I need to link it down below. But that's the 8 of Cups. It's telling me, man, you know, if you judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree, it's going to grow up its whole life thinking it's stupid. All right? So quit letting uninspired, apathetic losers try to tell you how to be successful. These people are fucking failures. Don't let a person with apathy teach you how to care. Quit letting people that hate themselves and are single teach you how to love. The fuck? It sounds so redundant and self-evident, but we fall into this trap of trying to conform. And conformity comes with a quiet cost. And that cost is the autonomy you exchange for it. And the result is we end up being tolerated versions of ourselves rather than whole versions of ourselves. And the truth of the matter is, Relationships and community that accept you unconditionally and for who you are the only relationships and community worth having. Consider the vibrations raised. The Tower in reverse, the Death card in reverse, right next to the Eight of Cups, is saying that walking away may hurt. You may have to mourn your past identity, the attachment you had to some facade. Let it go. The best witches and magicians, the best manifestors, the gods and the goddesses, they routinely rebirth themselves. Okay? And that's the Death card out here in reverse. I'm excited for you because you're on your way. We got the Page of Pentacles, which is telling you to lock in, twin. Simplify this shit, fam. I say it again, if you cannot do with a little, you don't need a lot. Some of you guys have been praying for the universe to bless you with money, let it fall out the sky. It's just like, you're lazy. You're lazy, you're hesitating. You're not making use of the resources you have today. And you're self-righteously asking to be blessed. You've been blessed. You fucking entitled fuck. I'm done being nice to y'all, man. I'll be nice if I want to, but some of y'all need the tough love because the kindness is not fucking helping you. You're taking it for granted. All the pages. We could write a fucking book here, dude. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Page of Swords, Page of Cups. It's like, fam, you gotta enjoy being a noob sometimes. And not be self-righteous and feel like you're high and mighty. Get off your high horse. Be humble. The pages in the tarot correspond to malkuth. And I love giving you guys tarot readings, but I really think that people who listen to tarot readings need to understand where the tarot comes from. And the fact that the tarot is a reality map. You've got the Tree of Life, 10 spheres, 10 Sephiroth, 22 pads. The 22 pads are the 22 trumps. The 10 numbers in the minor suit correspond to the 10 spheres. And then you've got the pages corresponding with the bottom sphere of Earth. You've got the knights corresponding with Tippereth. You've got the queens corresponding with Binah. And you've got the kings corresponding with Hokmah. That's all the cards in the tarot, guys. So quite literally, all malkuth energy is saying discipline. You're fucking up because you're not disciplined. That's the only problem, is you're not disciplined. And I need to add on that thought. You are disciplined, but you don't have discernment. Discipline without discernment is foolish. I'm telling you guys, I'm not here to make people feel bad. I'm here to make people feel good. But if you can't follow power, love, and wisdom, I don't got shit for you. Okay? Discipline without discernment is foolish. Consider the vibrations raised. Inertia builds faster than momentum. So you have to push through this sluggish energy. You have to raise your own vibration. Detach from negative influences. I said it before. I'm going to respin the block and just let you know. Return to that message. Maybe it's beyond you not doing enough. Maybe you have anchors on your boat and tethers that are holding you back. Maybe without trying to force yourself to improve, you could just remove the things that hold you back. That would probably be a lot better. So we got the Eight of Swords, which is leading up to the judgment path. A mind that can't think for itself is absolutely fucking useless. Why even have a mind? Dude, I could not wait to see in like 40 years when the teachers try to ask the kids their name. We have like we have to make a new letter because we already have Gen Z. Gen Z3, you're going to ask them their name and ChatGPT is going to be down. They're going to be like, ugh, forgot my fucking name. People are forgetting how to think, dude. We got the number 9. All right, and that's saying release. You guys know what the waning moon is about. I feel like I'm getting a little verbose, but the Hierophant. Reach for the best inside of you. It's like you know perfection's a fleeting goal, so you don't try. That's bullshit. And curse that weak-ass logic. Curse that. It will be destroyed. You will no longer be able to hide behind that smoke screen. Because you heard this shit, and Spirit saw you hear it, and saw you interpret it, and understand it. You're getting out of your own fucking way, and I love you for that. That's beautiful. I'm going to do one more roll. I kind of want to do 3 more cards to kind of see the maiden and the mother and the crone, because this is a moon reading. It says the South Node in Virgo in the 2nd house. Get out of debt. Pay your debts. Pay your dues. Pay your dues. All right? And I'm also getting the message from Spirit that making money in dishonest ways is the quickest way to fuck up your karma. It's not what you're doing, it's how you're doing it. So breaking bad is not good. It almost sounds self-evident, but it's not. Let go of the fear. Step into your power. We got the earth element in reverse. Too many people lack grounding. The Hanshize Shonen in reverse. Too many people are still suffering from the past and its distortions and illusions. And then Halil's saying in the future, you become the bridge between the physical and the spiritual. The Hierophant in this spread is saying that you have to know who your teachers are. You have good guidance, but if you don't take it, fam, what's the point in listening? You're not really listening. People say knowledge is power. It's really not. It's potentially powerful. Knowledge is the false crown. You want to bring it back to the tree of life? You can fall through Da'ath and stay in the abyss. People get knowledge, aka Da'ath, and they think they arrive, but you haven't even hit Kether. You're stuck. The simple truth of this reading, and the simple truth in life, guys, if you want to, you will. Just say if there's a will, there's a way. The invisible sphere of Da'ath on the path of the High Priestess. It's like you can be right there and think that you're already there, but you need to go up there. I'm sending this with love, fam. I'm telling you. I could be abrasive. I can be perceived in a billion different ways. I don't know how y'all perceive me. And honestly, it says more about you than me. Because again, it's a mirror, not a window. But Uranus is telling you to raise your vibration. Fuck all the bullshit. Be authentic. But don't be too detached from this world. Okay? This is the paradox. You have to disconnect to reconnect. But at the same time, if you don't reconnect, your hermit is in reverse. You hear me? The hermit doesn't fuck off just to be alone forever. You have to come back to the village, Merlin. The fuck? I love you from the bottom of my heart and the top of my soul. Pluto Sag on a roll. Take care of yourself. Be powerful on purpose, Fire family. I love you. Blessed be.